Welcome back to my channel, everybody. It's your boy Drico, man, back with another video, man. And today we're gonna talk about the DAIMA Super Saiyan 4. But first, man, leave a comment, subscribe, like that. But let's get into it. No, okay. So I know I'm late into this conversation. Anything talking about DAIMA? Because honestly, I have not watched it because I really didn't really care. Now, honestly, about the whole Dama thing and it shrinking and thing, because it really just reminds me of Dragon Ball GT, and I freaking love Dragon Ball GT, and I didn't really like how they, try to somewhat copy in a way, but. Yeah, mind you, I'm using this big microphone. But I've lost my mini one for when I'm outside doing content. And but that's besides the point. And okay, I don't know why now. Okay, why now that will all of a sudden that you want to break in and canonize Super Saiyan 4, right? And to me personally, Super Saiyan 4 probably the best, to me, the best transformation in Dragon Ball history. Now, most of you guys are probably thinking like, oh, what about Ultra Instinct or Ultra Ego? Well, Ultra Instinct is not a transformation. From what it was stated, it was supposed to be a technique. It wasn't a transformation. It was a technique, just like Kaioken. So therefore, that's like how and Goku put did Super Saiyan Blue on top of what Kaioken. Eventually, maybe we'll see something like that with Ultra Instinct or Super Saiyan, but I highly doubt it because I don't know. I really don't care. I mean, honestly, later down the road, I probably will do like my own another video down the road. Look out for that. My unpopular opinion about Dragon Ball, but I digress from there. But I didn't really like how y'all canonized it and Super Saiyan 4 and didn't keep the original design. Like it was kind of weird because now in Dama he looks like Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta from GT, and I was like, why? I'm sitting here like, why y'all just not just keep the same Super Saiyan 4 from GT? I know it wasn't canon, and honestly it doesn't really matter if it wasn't canon or not. You still can just use that transformation and use that whatever instead of just changing it. I didn't really like how the fur stops right there on his arm or whatever, but it's I just don't know why it's y'all just all of a sudden just do it now. And I feel like as a kid, I was hoping when GT finally came out, well when it came out and I watched it as a kid, I was hoping, and I found out as a kid. Even then, I was like, okay, this is not canon to the original story, and I really wish it was when I was watching it. And I was like hoping one day they bring back this form and put it in the real story whenever they really do it. Now they did it in the video games. I was happy about that and stuff like that. So they didn't really just toss it away and be like, nah, we don't care about the form. But no, this form was the best transformation in Dragon Ball history, and I'm really mad that y'all put it in here and Dama canonize it, then turn around and saying he can't go back in it. Then what was the point of bringing this form back? Why? What's the point of even doing it? You didn't even have to do it. Then on top of that, I'm gonna slide this in with Vegeta turning Super Saiyan 3. Like I said, I didn't really watch this full thing. I just watched the clips of the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Goku and how he got it or what happened in the transformation. I was like, okay, dumb. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't care, right? Now you're saying this whole thing. Now we know this whole thing happened before Beerus came down. Before that whole battle, or whatever, with the whole saying God stuff, whatever. So this pretty much happened pretty much after Majin Buu saga, but now it's canonized. So now it gets to a thing. It's like, why didn't he use the Super Saiyan 4 transformation while fighting bears? Now you're saying he can't get back. He can't get into the transformation because the Namekian in the show, the Dama show, gave him some type of mystic force, magical source type of power, whatever, to unlock that power. Now, and it's just like, okay, that's kind of weird to me because, and I understand the show came out after Super or whatever, but still, it's kind of weird because when Goku first transformed in the movie, or well, I guess in the show as well, we get when they was did the whole ritual thing to bring back the Saiyan God. When after they talked to Shinron and like that's how you do it to get to the Saiyan God form for whatever how long or whatever. So in that way, they didn't use no Dragon Ball wishes to do that or whatever to actually get into the form. They used some type of magic in a way to let 5 6 Saiyans to do some round one, and somehow all the energy becomes into the thing, and not Goku became a Saiyan God, right? So in a way, that's some type of magical power. That's sometime whatever. So at the end of the fight, and somehow later on down the road, after that whole Beerus fight in Saiyan God, his body remembered how to get in Saiyan God form, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember that his body remembered how to go into Saiyan God form. They didn't get to the Super Saiyan Blue form until they start training with Whis, right? So that's telling me that he has the ability. His body remembers how to go into Super Saiyan 4. So, like I'm saying, like, what is the difference between he did with the Namekian in Dama and what he did in the beginning of Super? What's the difference? Like I said, I mean, I'm just making a little argument, but what's the difference? Now you brought this transformation. Now he can't go back in it. Now maybe later down the road, if they do it, they continue on with Super or whatever down the road, like whatever. Because I haven't been keeping up with it because I don't really care for Moro, the saga thing, and stuff like that, and it just I don't really care because as honestly I feel like they should have ended the state ended with Majin Buu, but is it continue on? Fuck it, and I don't it continues on. We'll see what happens. Now I really hope you bring back this same form, right? It just makes me mad because it's like you could have not do that. You could have like put it later on and canonize it later on or whatever and be like, oh, it's a big reveal, or you could have just did more things later on. Like, why do it now and not saying he can't even get into it until maybe later on, if maybe if they even make another show or series to bring that up, right? You could have even you could have been like, here's my thing. I know I'm about to say Oda. That's One Piece. Tori Kariyama. Kari Toriyama, my bad. I was like, I know before he passed away, I feel like he knew that this was gonna happen or whatever. And even though he knew about Super Saiyan 4, and I'm not like, am I the only one who liked GT? I probably am the only one who liked GT. But I'm sure that everybody people be like, okay, the story kind of sucked, whatever. Okay, that's on you. It didn't suck to me, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people love the transformation of Super Saiyan 4. So why did I introduce it in Super, right? So, or you could have it could have been done this way. When the whole explaining with the Saiyan God form and stuff like that, Super Saiyan 4 could have been the placement of Saiyan God instead of making the stupid ass red Saiyan God red form shit, whatever. That's stupid. You could have used that form. Okay, we all know that would have been Super Saiyan 4, but you're gonna be like, okay, this is the Saiyan God form, or make a wish or something, grow his tail back, or you could have made when they used the Dragon Balls to summon Shinron and asked about the same God form, now at that point they could do three wishes. They could have used one wish, explain what the same God is, and the second wish, he probably gonna be like, hey, the only way that we can work this going to the Super Saiyan God form or whatever, you need your tail back. Wish two, you can be like, hey, I wish my tail is back or whatever. They still gotta do the ritual from the first wish and be like, still explain you still gotta do the ritual, whatever, but you need your monkey tail to really access the true lineage of the same God form. Cool. Second wish, I wish my tail back. Cool. Got it. Done. And the third wish, I guess you really don't need the third wish at that point. Okay, then Shinron goes away. They could have been easily just like that to use that to just two wishes to learn about it, get the tail back, do the ritual, and boom, Super Saiyan 4 right there would have been back. You know what I'm saying? I wish they could have kept with their lineage, just like in GT. It's like in that form he used he was thinking about the Earth, and he transformed to the Golden Ozaru, and boom, controlled himself. Super Saiyan 4. Now I feel like the same God transformations it should have continue on. I know I'm veering off because it kind of makes me it kind of annoys me that it was a wasted opportunity to bring this form back and not really utilize it, like really get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like this form should have been one of the prominent things right now instead of Ultra Instinct, or we could have like put on top of it, or top of it, whatever, or it's something. You know what I'm saying? And it could have really been easy just like that. It could have been so much better instead of waiting putting into another basically rip off of a GT, because everybody went to turn to a kid and everybody want to have to go to a situation, or um, something you gotta go, Vegeta gotta go do, and anything like that. I'm just like, it could have just been better and not bring one of my favorite transformations and not able to use it. Hopefully down the road it happens, but I don't know if I'm really going to watch it. I might watch clips when it shows up or whatever, but maybe just that specific episode if it ever happens later on down the future or later on down the road. But this form is it. I was like, y'all, I don't really like. He looks like Gogeta, and instead you should have just kept the black hair, the red little eyeliner that had going on, and the red fur. They even like brightened light. I guess the red on his fur was a little bit lighter or more like violet or whatever. I was like, why we just keep it and just change the pants, because that was the GT pants. So it is like, ah, I don't really know how I feel about it. They could have did better in this thing. Um, I mean, that's my little rant. That's how I feel about it. I know it's late because like it's Dama been ended. I guess being done by now. But that was just on my head all day really, and it really I was just sitting here like, why did he even put this in if you're not really gonna use it? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Probably not the only one, but that's all I gotta say about that, man. Thanks for watching, man. Leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know down below if you like how they brought in the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, or you think let me know what they could have done better, or like what's your opinions about it and anything like that. I see you guys in the next one.